haven't checked in a bit. Let me do some rough calculations on my numbers.
Hey. Oh, while you do your calculations, I will say hi to the people who are apparently watching this stream. Unless it's us three, I don't know.
It might be us three because I have a stream open.
Oh, I'm just looking at your Discord feed.
Oh my god, we have one person watching. I bet it's my dad. Hi, Dad. And
Hello, Z's dad.
Hey.
I'm Z's imaginary friend.
I'm Z Barbarian. This is Neil, and the voice you don't see is Moonlit Raven. Hey.
We got all Game Grumps animators in this stream.
That is true. I'm gonna draw a rat. Oh wait, I have to stop my stream though, because it's going to blow up. It's Bean Rat Aaron. Some people say we should have given them ears, but I don't think so. I don't know where I would have put them. But yeah, we're Game Grumps animators. I mean, until there's another Game Grumps thingy. Maybe one day.
Maybe. Who knows?
Yeah, I'm sad because the one we did so well. So, I don't know.
Oh, okay, Z. Based on the calculations that I just did, based on something, how much I made per view on a video with a very similar length as Follow Your Dreams, you would have made $5. $5 American.
For 2,000 views?
Yeah.
What? That's not what I get though. I don't. Maybe it's because I'm a woman. Fuck you, YouTube. Fuck you.
Even online, there's a gender pay gap.
But you know, I literally think that's not the case though. Let me see my analytics. This is how much you get paid per thousand, right?
This is just my calculations based on like averages. It doesn't tell me how much of those people are using YouTube Red, how many people watched all the way through.
Yeah, everybody who watches my YouTube has an ad block, you scumbags.
Yeah, no, that doesn't tell me how much people are using ad block. I stopped using ad block once I like started posting things like this. Yeah, and that was years ago, like before I did actual Game Grumps.
Yeah, I turned off my ad block when it's worth it.
Yeah, eventually I just started paying for YouTube Premium because YouTube became my primary source of entertainment. So
nice.
You know, it felt polite to all these people entertaining me. Also, I would no longer get ads on things like my TV, so that's pretty cool.
I'm considering getting it. I'm just pissed at YouTube taking 35% of my income. I'm like, yo, I think if we were okay, YouTubers, they should give us YouTube Premium. Come on, we're making you money, guys.
Once you hit a subscriber amount, they just give it to you for free.
I guess, or like a bit cheaper because I think it's like $25 a month here. I'm like, that's a lot of money. I don't know.
Forget how much is it here.
Does we have to pay taxes and everything? I bet YouTube doesn't even pay taxes in Quebec. I don't know. I mean, I have it now because I got like a trial, but I don't know if I'm gonna keep it because it is a lot of money. Also, hi chat. We're not talking about smoothies yet, but we might. Yeah, Moonlit, what's your favorite flavor of smoothies and why is it beef liver?
What?
Beef liver, specifically.
I just like the color, you know? It wins me over.
Beef liver smoothies.
I mean, it was in the Follow Your Dreams video. It's canon now.
Yep,
It was.
it's part of the lore. I think I'm gonna make a countdown until Game Grumps asks me and Renee to make them rat merch.
I
Come on,
mean,
like, who doesn't want a little rat Aaron on their bag? Like,
it's a
little
pretty
rat
good
thing.
design.
Thank you. It's Renee's design. He did great. As usual, he did Aaron, and I always end up designing Dan. I don't know. I get him. Maybe it's the hair. I don't know. Dan is easy to draw. It's just something.
You just know how to draw a handsome man.
It's a snarky something with a longer face and a lot of hair. Just giving bits bunch of floof, and it's like, hey, it's the grump guy. The fuck am I doing? That NSP show was amazing. Detective Gamer Trek says, my favorite smoothie is Cadbury Swirl. Oh, like the Cadbury eggs? I have a funny story about those. Those little eggs things.
Do tell.
I don't like them because I don't like Cadbury chocolate in general. But my roommate, Fishbowl, my best friend, she's not my roommate anymore. She moved out. It's like one of her favorite thing in the whole existence of the universe. She loves these chocolate. I don't get it, but she loves them. And she was, I don't know what I did. I know I did something to her. And she was upset. And I was like, to redeem myself, I'm gonna get you some like of these Cadbury bullshit eggs. She was like, oh my god, you're the best. So I went to the store to get it. But I don't know what they are because I've never really liked them. So I don't know what exactly it looks like. I just noticed like this chocolate with some yellow goo inside. And that's what I was looking for. So I went to the store and I found a chocolate egg with yellow goo inside. And then I got it. And then I hid them in a room and I was like, hey, you can have your own like little Easter egg hunt in your bedroom and find the eggs I hid. And she was like, oh, that's so fun. And then, you know, I just went about my business. And then she was like, Z, what the shit? And I was like, what? She's like, what are those? And I was like, what? They're the eggs you wanted. She's like, no. And I didn't know, but I got her like the knockoff brand, I think. Because I don't know, like more than one company did those. And she was so sad. She was like, they taste like shit. So I got her a version of like, we have Cadbury eggs at home.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
But like, I didn't know. They looked legit. They were the same color. I got fooled. They got me. Because I don't eat those things. I don't like them. So when I saw the red and purple packaging and it said like chocolate egg with runny something inside, I was like, that's gotta be it. I bet I can find a picture though. Let me find it. Oh, it's called.
I don't think I've ever had Cadbury eggs, but I love chocolate.
Oh, don't get me wrong. I love chocolate. I just don't like Cadbury chocolate. It kind of tastes like some soap. Ew, that's how it looks.
Supposedly they're very rich.
Wait, I'm gonna put it on the stream. That's nasty. It really looks like a runny egg. I didn't know that's what it looked like inside. I mean, okay, I guess it depends on the picture.
Are you supposed to bite them in half, or like just pop them in your mouth and then crack them?
Yo, I don't know, man. Ew.
How
I mean,
big
this
are
one
these?
looks less bad, but I bet it's so sugary I would barf. I don't do high sugar well. I tend to
they
barf.
come in a variety of sizes.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I've heard they're very rich.
Oh, I think I know which one I got her. I think it was. Wait, was it this? I think I got her those. They're called Absolutely Divine, and they were purple. That's all I needed. And she was like, "What are those?" She was so pissed. I just remembered like golden purple, and I just got the first thing I saw.
I mean, I see where the confusion is. It does
right?
look very similar packaging.
Oh my god. So yeah, my friend was really sad. Apparently it didn't taste good, so don't get those. They're not great.
And then she never trusted you ever again.
I mean, to be fair, I tend to buy like when I buy garbage food, I tend to not eat all of it in the same run. And sometimes oh yeah, I had like a Sprite, like a soda can that it was in my fridge, and I was looking forward to drink it at one point in my life, which was not in the near future, I guess. So I only left it there, but I knew it was there. Like I knew it. I was not like just saving it for no fucking reason. Like I knew it was there. And
it adds to the aesthetic of your fridge.
Yeah, right. It's so beautiful. Then one Thursday, it was like, I'm gonna do a live stream, and like, I will enjoy. Yeah, I'm gonna enjoy this soda. It's gonna be great. And I go to the fridge, and I'm like, I think Fish Face heard me because I was like, be right back, guys. I'm gonna go grab my soda. And Fish was just like, oh no. Like I just see her like get out of her room, and she was like, didn't say anything. I just went to the fridge and was like, where's my soda? Fish was just like, I'm so sorry, I drank it. I was like, you know what? You drank my one can of soda that I was saving for a great occasion. So I was very sad. And
Z saving her one can of Sprite like it's a divine wine.
That's how often I drink pop drinks. Like I don't drink those ever. So yeah.
I'm drinking Dr. Pepper right now.
Oh no! My brother loves Dr. Pepper. I despise it.
It's like my one vice that I have. Is like I don't smoke. I don't do drugs. I don't drink alcohol. Let me have my fucking Dr. Pepper.
Oh my god.
Because I mean, it's not good for you. I'd count it as a vice.
Does it though? It's just Dr. Pepper. My brother loved that stuff. It tastes like it tastes like cherry medicine. Dr. Pepper. That's why it's called Dr. Pepper.
Well, that's fine. If you don't like it, more for me.
I like cream soda, like the white one.
Cream soda is good too, yeah.
Oh, okay. I gotta know. People in chat, what flavor of Fanta do you have where you live? Because I've learned by traveling that Fanta, these drinks, that these pop drinks, like they differ so much depending on where you are in the world. I think here we only get orange, grape, and lemon. And lemon is recent-ish. Like when I was a kid, I think it was just orange and grape. But apparently all over the world there's crazy flavors.
I don't drink Fanta. When I think of them, the color that pops in my mind immediately is orange.
Yeah, but I think that's the one everybody has.
But looking at what my grocery store has available, I see orange, grape, pineapple, strawberry.
Pineapple, strawberry, damn.
Something just called berry, but it's blue.
It's blue,
so
yeah. It's always blue.
Yeah, that's all I see.
So what is everybody doodling or working on today?
I'm working on that project that I put you and Renee in.
The secret project.
Mm-hmm. I won't say exactly what it is on stream. But you know what I'm talking about. And I told Raven what I'm making earlier, so
Yep.
So they know.
So in the chat, what are you guys up to? Now I'm drawing smidge. At least I'm trying to.
Vincent is deck building. What game are you building a deck for? Is it Pokemon? Is it Magic the Gathering? Is it one of those deck building roguelites? Magic. I also play Magic the Gathering. Not as much as I used to. I don't buy any of the new cards, but I do have a group of friends that I hang out with every now and again to play Commander with.
That April Fool video reminded me how much I love to draw in Storyboard Pro.
What do you usually draw in?
Well, Clip Studio Paint. Mostly my sketchbook. But, you know, otherwise it's usually Clip Studio or Harmony. But, I don't know. There's just something so fun about how simple Storyboard Pro is.
Mm-hmm. Since it's making a disgusting land destruction deck. You're right, that is disgusting.
What color did you play, Neil, when you played Magic? Which one did you prefer?
Anything but blue.
Ah! I was gonna say mine was always blue! I'm gonna empty your hand before you can attack me, bro.
Z, you gonna counter all my spells?
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna not let me play this game?
That's exactly how I play Magic. Sue
You-
me.
I will sue you. Z doesn't like other
It's so
people to have
funny
fun,
that
is
you
what I'm learning.
Love that.
It's so funny that you said anything but blue, and I was gonna be like, I play blue.
Z, we can't be friends anymore. I'm sorry.
You can cancel me. Go on Twitter. There's a bunch of people who will just rally with you.
I'm gonna get all my Game Grumps fans to no longer like your Game Grumps stuff
Oh yeah, exactly.
because you play the wrong color of Magic.
I mean, there's a lot of like famous animators and artists that are even pettier than that.
Yeah, fine.
No, I mean that would actually want to cancel other people just for that. Where's my Smidge art? Where are you, Smidge? Is it in Clip Studio? Ba, ba, da, ba, 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 ba. Little export. Yeah, I'm working hard on that character lately. Making a new character is a lot of work, damn. But I love it. Import image.
Ooh, concept drawings.
Yeah.
Big fan.
I'm glad.
Yeah.
I can shoot
Raven,
the whole
did
thing.
Z ever tell you about Bad at Being Good?
Yes, they gave me the whole pitch.
Don't get me started. Yeah, unfortunately, Moonlit got the pitch. But
It was fun though. I enjoyed it.
I'm glad you did. She's Smidge. It's the fairy that they're gonna find at one point in jail. Because they get locked up. Of course they do. Octarine is best color. What is Octarine? Let me Google that. Octarine. What? That's not even a color. It's the color of magic. Oh, that's what it is. Whoa, it's the color that changes with the sun, I think.
Ooh.
Damn. Oh, Octarine, it's green and pink? I don't know. No, I'm confused. And chat, I hope I will get an explanation. But yeah, that's Midge. It's a fairy, and she is very cool. Long story short, she had a very noble job working in court and shit, and she, for some reason, lost it all in one day and became a peasant. So that's why now she has like very roughed up clothes, and you know, she gets locked up for a crime she did not commit. But at this point, like, society and life has done her dirty so often that she just stopped giving a shit. And she's just like, jail's not so bad. Like, she lives in a birdcage at the moment. She's locked up in a jail in a birdcage, and she has a bird swing. She's like, I get free food, free rent, free entertainment. Like, she just watches all the other prisoners like punch themselves, and she's like, what else do I want in life, right? So she's happy, and that's her deal. That's what she does. I mean, she has a lot of other mysteries surrounding her. That's basically the basic gist of this character. She is that kind of very, like, she's the character who's gonna flip other people off just because it's funny, but for a reason. Like, life has done her dirty so many times, like too many times. So yeah.
I get that.
Now she lives on the edge of society in a birdcage.
She can't be bothered to give a shit anymore.
Exactly. And it's funny because the characters are like, what about your ambitions? She's like, I gave up on that years ago. Yep. Why is my tablet so laggy? That feels weird. Oh well. I can't restart because I'm streaming. So yeah, I'm just gonna try to draw her a little more. I will embrace the fact that my computer is very laggy at the moment, because it means that I have to draw differently, and I don't hate it.
All right.
You're stronger than me. I would go insane.
I think what we're going for that character is a very blocky shape for the shirt, like a big black shirt. And it's nice because there's a little armor under, because, she's the kind of person who has a lot of enemies. And she's a fairy. So, gotta be safe. Gotta be safe.
Just casually wearing a bulletproof vest under your under your street clothes.
Yeah.
Just because so many people hate you.
And also she's a fairy, but she's a bit on the curvy side, and I really like that too. Yeah. When drawing a head for a character, should you should first draw the hair. No, I don't think so. Because the hair needs to sit on something.
I always see the hair drawn last.
Yeah.
I get the head shape first and then put the hair on it.
Yeah, I guess it
I guess it's just a different design philosophy. There's not really a wrong answer when it comes to.
Well, there is
something.
a wrong answer if you're starting out. If you're starting out and you always just draw the hair first, this is why a lot of like junior people, their drawing look like, I wouldn't say bad, but like looks not
just
not
my
to the
style, man.
Well, I mean, if that's your style and you embrace it, that's good. But you know,
I want them to all look like I don't know, a drum.
I think it just depends on the character too. Like Wu, I've been drawing him for so long that I can sometimes start with the hair just because of how his face works. Because for Wu, he has, you know, his head, and ears and stuff, and nose and jaws and whatever. And, you know, he has his face, his hair is a big part of most of his face because he had like this big triangular thing in between his eyes. And then because I want people to actually see his fucking eyes, he has like, his hair is like an M shape. And his eyes are usually somewhere here.
You see the problem? His hair is set to M for Moo when it should be set to W for Woo.
That is true.
He has a secret Super Saiyan transformation where his hair flips up and makes the W.
So like, you know, that's what I do. But like sometimes if I'm doing something silly, like I could draw his hair just because I know it. Like I've been drawing it for so long that I know that sometimes I will just draw like the dip here. Like if I'm drawing him for shits and giggle, I usually just draw the hair and then I put like the eyebrows here. And I know that usually, like, because of tangents, usually the forehead starts just after this bit. And he has like this little cheek thing going on. But by doing this, you know, the proportions are very off. But if it's just for shits and giggle, I usually don't care. Like if I'm storyboarding fast, like sometimes I will just draw the hair. But it's not common and should not be common because then your proportions will be off. Yeah, that's too much hair. I haven't drawn him in a moment. That is... Ugh.
Because you had the guy who plays Wu sing the Flynn Rider parts in the song, just had an image pop in my head of Wu finding a wanted poster and be like, no, they just can't get my nose right.
I mean, in Bad at Being Good, him and Ellie are both wanted and searched after. And not gonna lie, they go around cities, and whenever they find posters of themselves, they just argue which one looks better. For him and Ellie, that's a thing to do. But yeah, I love that bit in Tangled where Finn is like, they never get the nose right, and the other guys are just like, we don't give a shit. Always flip your drawings. That's how you figure that they're kind of messy.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so, you know, I started this one with the hair, and it is good. It's just that if I'm going to animate this, usually you need, like, structure under to kind of... And it depends on the pose. Like, if it's a complex pose, you do need to kind of, like, build your shape first. Like if he's looking up or something. I don't know. Don't feel like drawing him today. But yes, I hope it answers the question. But if you're looking for a shape or you're just doing some design work, you can 100% start with the hair. I know that for smidge, I was thinking of the hair a lot, so sometimes I'll be just like trying different kind of shapes for how I want the hair to look. Like, do I want something more pointy? Because for a while I was like, maybe she could have like bangs. So then I'm gonna draw what the hair I think looks like and then add the face under. So like it just depends what your objective is. Like Neil said, there's no exactly right or wrong way. But if you're trying to learn and you're trying to learn to draw, you know, like start with the fundamentals first.
Yeah. Z is correct. You gotta forget this. It reminded me of a I think it was like a Neil deGrasse Tyson quote where like he was talking about sci-fi movies where they just got the science so horribly wrong from the beginning that it was just not even plausibly believable. So like his advice was get all your science right and then break the rules around.
Yeah.
So like he said, learn how to draw the way everyone tells you. Then you can start breaking all the rules and stylization, do whatever the hell you want, as long as you understand why.
Because like yes,
breaking them is good.
Yeah, I started with the bangs on this one, but as I was drawing it in my head, I know that, you know, there's a shape of the head. And like when I start to draw the hair, I know that it comes out of like somewhere. And a lot of people, when they start out, they would just be like, that's my character. And I'm like, it's missing the back of the head. So, you know, like it depends on where you are, like what your level of ease is with a bunch of things.
But if your character style is just that, like they all have these oddly shaped skulls with no backs and heads, then
yeah, that makes sense.
if that's just your style, it's very deliberate at that point.
Like if I draw in Stefan Silver's style, like I draw like Danny Phantom, for example, like, you know, he has like a shovel face with the eyes and something like that, and they have like an ear here and the neck, and then the hair I think is like something like that. He had like these blocky. Oh my god! I think I think that's it. I think he had a little mullet for one episode. Dude, that used to be like my favorite show as a kid. Let's just not think of the fact that it was created by a douchebag. The show is good. It wasn't written by him. There was writers on the show that made it great. Danny Phantom is an amazing show. Butch Hartman is a horrible person. Let's all agree on that.
You can separate the art from the artist. And it's in the same way that you can still enjoy Michael Jackson music or the Harry Potter books.
Was Michael Jackson that much of a bad person?
Michael Jackson? It's very likely that he was a pedophile.
What? I thought this was like out of the question that it was just like an hoax made up by people. I bet it was made up by some angry people. I don't know.
I didn't look into it super deeply, but from what I heard, it's very plausible. There were victims coming out well after he had died.
Okay, that's not great. I mean, I don't. Yeah. I mean, I didn't look it up a lot either, but one of my favorite bands when I was a kid was I don't know if you guys know them, but they were like the Lost Prophets. I really loved their music until I stopped hearing it all of a sudden. I was like, that's odd. Like the music just disappeared from existence. It's not on Spotify. It's not sold most places. It just completely disappeared. Turns out the singer of that 7-people band is like the most horrible person I think I've heard of in my life. I will let you Google it if you dare. I will not talk about it, but it's really horrible. And
what was the band?
The Lost Prophets. The music was amazing, but I can't. You know, you say like separate the artist from the art. With these guys, I can't because it's the singer, right? And I'm like this, like gross motherfucker is just like singing stuff in my ears. I can't like, and it pains me because the music was phenomenal. It was very great, very good. Because you know it's a 7-person band. It's not like a one-man show. But that guy ruined it for everyone else because no one wants to listen to them now, and they were taken down.
This is a very upsetting first
Right?
paragraph in the Wikipedia page.
Yeah, it's horrible. Like I don't even want to talk about it on this channel because like I don't know, like they're gonna like close my video right away. But like
Anyway,
yeah.
so beef liver smoothies, right?
Yeah. But no, but where I was heading though is that you know I don't love AI in life. I don't know, most usage. I'm like, dude, this is not necessary. However, AI has given me the Lost Prophets back because one guy, like not all heroes wear capes. That guy's a hero. Doesn't wear like he went and he managed to remake almost all the discography of that band, but with AI removed the singer. So now it's just the instrumental, and I am forever grateful because I can now listen again to a band I absolutely loved as a kid, without the creepy singer singing anything about it. And
yeah, that's like
that's amazing.
AI has become kind of a blanket term that like covers a lot of shit. The thing that most people are against are just like generated art. Like anything like you were describing a tool that allows people to just remove one track from a song. And yeah,
but it
that
is
good.
generative in a way because it needs to generate music behind it. You know, it's like it's. But I think it's a fair use in that case because it's, I don't know.
Yeah, that's fine.
But yeah, I think it was one of the first time that I was like, okay, it's AI, but I stand by it. It's for a good cause. But like AI destroys the earth even more than a lot of things, so I also don't like it from like a environmental standpoint. But yeah, I don't know. That was my thing. So yeah, the music was amazing because the instrumental part was done by very great people. So let's celebrate them and forget the idiot who ruined it for everyone. So Detective Gamer Trek says that they can't enter the Discord. Oh, I wrote in all caps. I'm sorry, and can't enter the Discord because they can't find the shrimp. You can't really miss it if you read the rules. So just go read the rules and you'll be fine.
It's also one of your default emojis.
The shrimp.
No, because there's a thing to enter the server that you have to do. And I'm not going to give the answer here because you're supposed to, read the rules. RVC Creation says hello, and I say hello back. So since this stream is a bring your own music stream, what are you guys listening to?
Oh, is that what this was?
No, but I mean, there's no, because I don't have any background music in my stream, so I just assume people are gonna bring their own. So it's like, you know, when you go to a restaurant, it's like bring your own wine. So here it's like bring your own music. What are you guys listening to?
I have a playlist that's just called instrumental. I just have like 600 different songs with no lyrics, just shuffled.
Oh, nice.
Currently, it is playing a cover of an Ace Attorney song, the Prosecutor Godo theme.
Ooh.
I'm just listening to a bit of Hailstorm.
Oh, nice. Yo, you both have very fancy tunes playing. I love it. How about you, chat? What's going on in your earbuds? Oh, earlier we were talking about like drawing hair or head before. Another good advice. Sometimes there's days where, like, I studied animation for years. Like, I know how to build a head with like constructions and stuff, but sometimes it just ain't working. Like, there's days where, you know, sometimes you just don't want to draw the right way, and that's fine. So if that is such a day, just start with the ear if you want. Sometimes I'm gonna just like free doodle something like, oh, that looks like an ear. You know, just keeps going from there and be like, oh, well, maybe that ear is near like some other like eyes and stuff, and it's not gonna be perfect, but at least sometimes to me that's the only thing I'll be able to draw on that day. So, you know, like, you don't always have to draw like the academic way or whatever. Sometimes it's just about getting the juices out. The drawing, the creative juices. You know, like I started this with an ear. Is it perfect? No. But, you know, it's still something, and it's better than nothing on days where you really want to draw something. Hey, maybe I'm gonna try to turn this into a profile. A profile smidge! See, I did something. And then I'm like, well, that ear, I don't like it anymore. So I'm gonna change it. I'm trying to like drawing again, okay? That's my objective for this year. So, you know, advice are great. If you want to actually work into the industry, yes, you have to learn how to draw academically and stuff, but just don't let it make you hate drawing. My advice. It's okay to be loose sometimes. But make your studies. make your live drawing studies at least once a week. Let's go. Because there was a time in your life where you didn't know all these rules and you were still drawing, and then your parents were still saying it looked good. Hopefully. If not, I'm sorry. Send me your drawings. I'm gonna say they look good. I mean, my parents were, yeah, now that I think about it, my parents were kind of brutal with this. Sometimes I'd be like, look what I did. They're like, why does the horse have 3 legs? I'm like, well, we don't see. They're like, no, we need to see the other one. I'm like, okay. My parents were sometimes critical of what I was drawing, and they're not even artists themselves. They don't draw at all. Oh my god.
Damn.
But when I was really young,
worse.
like they were always like, "Oh my god, this look." Like, okay, when I was really young, my parents were. Wait, I think I muted my mic. I punched it and it went to mute.
I can hear you.
Okay, yeah, but it turned red for a second. I don't know why. Maybe I insulted it. When I was really young, my parents were like, "Oh my god, like everything our offspring is drawing is amazing." But then I just hit a certain age where I guess I started to go into the uncanny valley or something. Like, no, I think there was an age where it wasn't actually super good, and my parents were like, "It kind of looks bad," and I'm like, "No." So, but you know, when I was very young, they were very encouraging. But now I think they don't get it. They look at my stuff, they're like, "You used to draw better."
Oh no!
I don't think they like the cartoons.
I know that feeling.
I think we were watching Arcane the other day. I think like, what is it? I think my daddy was like, "Yeah, why don't you draw like that?" I'm like, "It's 3D." Like sometimes I love my parents, but they can't tell the difference between 2D and 3D, and sometimes I'm like you know the GIF where it's like, is this a pigeon but it's a butterfly, or is it the no? Well, yeah, that's it, right?
Yeah.
Like my parents are really trying their best, but like sometimes I think they get it, but then we're gonna watch a movie and I'll be like, is this 2D? And I'm like, no. So like we watched Arcane, they're like, how do people draw like that? There's so much details. I'm like, it's 3D. Or we were watching, what was it? A movie. Which one was it? I think I was watching like Cloudy Witch's Meatball with my dad, which is one of his favorite movies. We watch it all the time. I think I'm gonna watch it this week. Yeah, I'm gonna ask my dad to watch the movie. It was like, is this 2D? I was like, no. But yeah.
Have they ever seen like 3D software opened?
I used to be
where,
a 3D artist. Yeah, I showed them around.
Okay, then they don't have any excuses anymore.
They're my parents and I love them. But goddamn it.
It's not 3D. I'm not wearing the glasses.
Yeah, so.
But like, if you think about it, it's not actually 3D. It's like it's on a flat screen, and it's just an illusion that it's in 3D. It's not actually.
I kind of like these little things here. But that's also why you don't always draw the hair before. Because, for example, here, if I just drew the hair, like, I wouldn't know what goes behind. And then that's something I see a lot with young ones. They like to give their characters side hair because they don't know what the shit is going on here. And if you're doing this, if you recognize yourself in the room, unless you're really doing this as a hobby and you don't want to get better, if you don't know what goes on behind the side hair, you need to study it. Like there's structures, there's ears and things. Like don't use the side hair not to. Oh fuck! I lost my side hair that I drew. It looks so good. God damn it! I think it was like that. But yeah, don't do it into the purpose of hiding something if you want to learn.
Nah, they're just trying to give him that Link Breath of the Wild hair with those 2 long strands that come out right in front of the ears.
But it's not even Link from Breath of the Wild. It's Link from like Link's Awakening, I think, who had these first like big bangs. I think.
Oh yeah, the big
Was it?
ones. I mean, like a lot of Links have.
I know, but
similar
like
hair.
I think the Link's Awakening one were ridiculous, if I remember. Yeah, well, it's kind of ridiculous.
Yeah, they both have that kind of.
It's not as
Hair
bad
just
as
coming
I
down.
remembered. It must be another one. Was it Oracle? I think it was Oracle. I love Oracle of Seasons. Such a good game. I think it's the same design.
Yeah, Oracle Link has a lot more hair in the front coming out, but like.
There we go. Oh, I love this game so much. I never owned it as a kid.
His hair looks like a freaking helmet.
I know.
Maybe that's what they were going for, because helmets have that kind of side thing coming down.
Maybe. He looks so dumb there. Look at my knife.
His eyes are very far apart.
He looks like Sid from Ice Age, and now I can't unsee it. Wait, no, is it Sid?
Yeah, Sid is the one with the sloth.
Yeah. They kind of look the same. Oh my god. Like, that's a very default Wu face that I draw a lot. Whenever people are like, make me a drawing of Wu, that's usually my go-to face. It's the one I always get right. This snarky attitude.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm starting to get somewhere with that character. I couldn't choose because I really like the bangs, but I really like the kind of swoosh in front, because when she's far away, it's easy to know where she's pointing to. But I think it's art, man. I think I'm just gonna unite both. Give her some big old aerial hair or something, because I really like that shape that I came up with earlier, like that whole kind of swoopy thing. It's really fun to draw. It doesn't make sense, but it doesn't need to make sense. It's 2D.
As long as it looks good. Like, even in 3D, things don't need to make sense. They just need to look right.
Mm-hmm.
Like, even the shot I'm currently working on, I have characters that are supposed to look like they're standing in front of, like, a doorway. But because of the camera angle, I had to position them, like, further to the right in the real space. So if you look around in the camera, they're just kind of, like, staring at nothing. But yeah, I do that shit all the time. As long as it looks right, who cares?
If people want to cosplay her one day, figure it out. I'll worry about that once I get there. Another good advice: draw on top of your drawings, because you can always improve and change stuff, and it's fun. I like to use post-its to do that in real life. They actually made a manga for Oracle of Season and Age. Yeah, I read it some weeks ago too. I like to read them every once in a while.
Nice.
Rappy said, "Lol, I'm on the bus. I touched grass." How was it? Also with hair, silhouette is also a good thing to think about. Like if I take this character and I just... Where are my tools? What? Where are my tools? Tool properties.
If you only saw the silhouette of a character, would you be able to identify them?
Thank you,
as
that's
them?
what I was going for. So if I just trace that silhouette... That's pretty recognizable. Okay,
I mean, I'm not super familiar with the character to begin with, but yeah, I'd say it's a pretty unique silhouette.
But you know what it makes me think about? It looks like a bird.
Is it you? Oh, that's not what I was seeing.
Oops.
Seeing kind of like, because your little PNG tuber also has like the two feathers sticking up to the left.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like saw those two, what you put as the tail feathers as like the top of this, it's just a nest.
So you saw like this would have been like the head, and this is the tail. I don't get it. But yeah, so
I saw it like similar to the Zibird Brain PNG tuber you have, just like if it had bedhead or something.
It's me. You use Creton. It's really annoying because you don't know what brush to use. Well, that's great because then you get to try many. But remember, the brush is not that important, to be honest. You know, so just try different brush and just experiment. Unless you're a painter, the brush doesn't make the artist. And even then, it helped, but you still need to draw good.
Gonna step away for a moment.
Okay.
I'm gonna try some colors. Oh, think I'm starting to like this.
She's pretty cute.
Thank you.
I am back.
Welcome.
I'm sure I missed tons of beef liver discussion.
Beef liver! Okay, new favorite flavor of smoothies, everyone. Cheez-Its and beef liver.
I do have a question about beef liver. Is it beef and liver, or is it cow's liver?
No, but it's the liver of a cow. Like beef and cow, it's the same animal, you know.
Well, okay, that's what I thought.
Oh wait, what?
Because it could have been two ingredients.
Oh, okay, I get it now. But no,
Yeah.
oh, I mean, I don't know. Wait, now we need to make a research.
Gonna have to try it to find out.
Never.
Rappy is very upset that I brought this up.
Oh well. We love you, Rappy. I also like to use Toon Boom or Server Pro to do color works, just because it's vector and I can just do everything on the same layer, and then if I want to change the color, I just click it and it selects it everywhere. And it's so easy to just change it. Even more in harmony than Storyboard Pro, but I choose my poison today.
Okay, this recipe I'm looking at, it is just a cow's liver, and the rest of it seems to be pretty normal smoothie ingredients.
Oh yeah, but that's always what it is. It's always like beef liver and like something else like beets or
Yeah, it's like
avocado.
banana, mango,
But like
milk.
beef fucking
cinnamon.
liver? Like, is it raw? Is it cooked? I don't know, man. Probably frozen.
I mean, you should probably cook it a little bit, I think.
I mean, you should probably not put beef liver in your smoothie, but yet people do it. So then I don't know if they're gonna even I don't know if you're raw enough to put that in your smoothie. I'm not sure we can expect people to like cook it. Like,
And again, I don't know if I trust this recipe anymore because it's calling for raw milk, and that's not good for you.
At least it's not like these fucking weirdos who are like who wants to like eat and consume non-animal milk in their food, and I'm like, no. And by that I don't mean plant-based.
Human milk?
Yeah, people drink that as grown-up adults, and I'm like, you guys are fucking messed up. But I don't know, man. It's a thing.
Is it ethically sourced?
Usually, yes. That's the thing. Like people are just kind of like they have kids and whatever, and then they're like, I kept some of it to make like muffins later, and I'm like, what now? Apparently, it's a thing. I mean, maybe it's okay. I don't know. Like I don't know. I don't think we're supposed to do that. I don't think so. But wait, why are we even talking about that?
I can't say I've had the pleasure of trying, so I can't weigh in one way or the other.
No, but I mean in terms of like science, like I don't know, maybe we're just the fools, and like cultures have been doing that for many years. But I don't know. I don't think so. Like because we're not supposed to keep drinking milk when we're adults. So I don't know.
Yeah, I know that doesn't stop people from.
So I don't know. Anyway, what were we saying? Let's talk about art. There's new people now in the chat. What are you guys doing? You reading the cartoon like from your local Mary. Can you imagine? No. Oh, it's Clever Wild. Hi. Open the door and waves at Mary. Thank you for writing it with a Y. It makes it not about me, so I'm very happy. Oh.
Well, I mean, with a, it's spelled like dairy.
Dairy Mary.
Just with an M. Mary's Dairy.
Okay, stop. This needs to stop now.
Anyway,
Hey, look, it's Woo!
Tell us about Woo, this little rapscallion.
Oh, my tummy aches now. Oh, my face hurts. There was too much giggles in that live stream. Yo, I think I'm starting to like this design. It's getting somewhere. Now to figure out the color of her armor thing. I think she looks cool. It's Smidge! Maybe I'll draw her wings poking out.
Yeah, I dig the design.
He's like, sorry, we're done talking about the milk thing, as you were. It's like, go on. Proceed. Hey, I did something today. I did a bunch of things. I'm proud of me. What are you proud for doing today, folks? Well, today I'm proud because I took time off and I just relaxed. So it was nice. I played some video games, which I usually don't do. I work all the time. And I managed to do 2 drawings that I don't hate.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah!
Pretty cool.
Pretty cool.
what video games have you been playing?
I've been playing Zelda Ocarina of Time again.
Oh, that's right. I remember you were talking about that
I'm in
earlier.
Jabu Jabu's belly.
Cool, cool, cool.
Maybe I can try another pose. I'm gonna go and Google fairy pose and get some ideas. Oh, I'm gonna make a funny one. I'm gonna make a Tinkerbell pose just because she's so not Tinkerbell. It's gonna be funny. In the chat, Clever Wild says that they started playing League again. No. No. How are they
That's a
treating
shame.
you? How is the community treating you? I played League, I think twice or 3 times, and people were so mean. I didn't want to play again. They were like, "Get good, you suck," and I was like, "I just opened the game 15 minutes ago. I'm scared." Oh boy.
Yeah, I never touched League with a 10-foot pole. The closest I ever came was Arcane and the card game Legends of Runeterra.
Like, I love the lore of. I mean, I used to like it more, but they fired the one guy who was making a lot of the lore I loved. But I love the lore of League. But yeah, the game, not so much. Clever Wells, what are some of your favorite characters? I really like Echo and Ezreal. They're so fun. But then again, I don't know everything about the game, but I know that these are 2 of the characters I often think about. Especially Echo. He's so cool.
Even before Arcane, I liked Heimerdinger just because he had a funny name.
I love that name too. But yeah, I'm saying this like unrelated to Arcane because I think they're 2 different things.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so you liked Hammerdinger.
He's got a fun name. He's Professor Heimerdinger.
Does he have a similar voice in the game as he does into the show?
I don't know. I would imagine they did different casting for the show because it's a different like skill set and what you're looking for.
No, but I mean in terms of like the voice can be similar, even if it's different people. But
sure, yeah, I guess.
He has such a charming voice into the show. Oh, he has a similar voice. Yay!
You mean he doesn't sound like Chris Pratt?
Can you imagine though? If they had Chris Pratt to do Hermandinger? That must be awful. Like, I can't even imagine it. He would go, "Wahoo, I'm Mario."
I love teaching about the arcane. And he sounds like a dude. I do like him in Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah, I mean, I don't hate Chris Pratt at all. Like, I even think he was pretty okay as Mario. I don't know, like, I know he didn't sound like the stereotypical Italian guy, but I think that would have gotten a bit old for like a almost 2-hour movie. Like, I don't
Well,
know.
yeah, that was the main argument made in favor of
Right?
not doing Charles Martinet, because he's got fun little wahoos that are good at accenting
A
actions in a
game.
video game, but like 90 minutes of dialogue, maybe not so much.
Right? So like I get that there's too much Chris Pratt everywhere. I did not like Chris Pratt in Onward. I didn't like him in a bunch of things, but I think he did a pretty great Mario. I didn't mind it. I don't know. What do you guys think in the chat? You saw an ad recently where Chris Pratt was doing a promo for the Bible? Are you serious? He voices everything. I guess, dude. He was good in the Lego movie? Yeah, I think he was okay in the Lego movie. I don't remember it much, but I think he's supposed to be an ordinary guy, so I guess that works. Okay, I found what bugs me. I think what bugs me with Chris Pratt is that he's not really acting so much as he's just himself, which is great in Guardian of the Galaxy because that character is just very on point and it fits his personality well, I guess. But
Yeah.
if I listen to
It's
him
like-
in a lot of other things, he's just himself.
Yeah, it's like why Robert Downey Jr. makes a good Iron Man. 'Cause he's just playing himself.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, yeah. True, but like he really made the character himself though. That's cool. Hey, we're having such fun conversations today on the chat. That's cool. Thank you for guys for coming here. I'm gonna do a bit less talking and try to draw something so it's not too boring.
I agree. He was good in the Lego movie. But also, like, Emmett was supposed to be just like a normal random
He was
guy.
supposed to be a Chris
So,
Pratt.
so yeah, it made sense to use Chris Pratt,
And
the
like
most like normal random dude character.
and like Mario was also a normal guy. He's just a plumber getting thrown to Mushroom Land. So maybe that's why I didn't mind him as much in this. But yeah, like in Onward, it didn't do anything for me. That was sad.
Who was he in Onward?
He's like the brother that's not the lanky one. He's the thicker brother. Forgot his name because that movie's so forgettable. It was the Tom
I
Holland.
know the
and
character
Chris
you're talking
Pratt.
about now, but like
I think it was the blue one.
they were both blue.
Oh, I thought one was more green.
The family was all the same color.
Well, I guess I have the brain of a 3-year-old because I can't remember who was what.
I think they were Disney's Onward. Yeah, they're all just blue, kind of grayish blue.
Well, one was lanky, one was not. So
Yeah. The big brother that was more into fantasy.
the
Had
big
the van.
nerd.
Disney's really good at nailing very specific familial relationships to like target certain movies at. So I imagine people with like a similar family dynamic to Onward, where like they don't have a dad and had to kind of grow up with their older brother as their father figure, kinda. It would probably hit a lot more to them.
Yeah, but like the story was okay. It's just like it was so to me like the story could have been done a bit different, but like the movie was so like gray and depressing, and I was like, you kind of promised us a cool fantasy world and you made it very non. It was like, Shrek did anti-fantasy in a way, like anti-hero, and like they ridiculed a lot of the fantasy stuff, and that was okay. But to make it kind of depressing like that, I don't know. I didn't vibe with that movie at all.
I think Shrek was going for something different. Shrek was
Oh,
kind
yeah,
of trying to
100%.
be a lot more of a fantasy parody.
Oh yeah.
And Onward was more of the like, okay, what if fantasy did exist, but it just kind of like magic faded away as technology came to rise.
Yeah.
Which is not a new idea by any means, but you know, is different the trick.
Oh yeah, yeah. I'm not saying the word same, but yeah.
I think Onward's also like smack dab in the middle of like the chain of Pixar movies that are just kind of like, yeah, that one was fine, I guess.
Yeah. Like I wasn't offended by it. I just
Yeah.
was pretty meh.
Yeah.
What did you guys think of Onward?
I haven't watched it, so I have no opinion.
That, in my opinion, the last truly good Pixar film that was made was Coco, and that was around the same time the Nintendo Switch came out. So
What?
give you an idea of how far along that
Oh,
was.
okay. I was trying to find what the relation was with what you were saying.
2017 is Coco. Yeah. The only other Pixar thing that I've loved since then was Win or Lose, the Disney Plus show that came
Oh yeah,
out
you
recently.
really like that thing. I'm happy.
I love Win or Lose.
Oh, we have so many questions. So, Clever One asked. Oh wait, no, there was a question before. Tommaso Gianetti. That sounds Italian. I hope I got it right. Why is Turbo Pro and not Photoshop? Because I let it be known, I hate Photoshop with a passion. I really don't like that software. I never did. It was like a thing that really impacted my drawing when I was a kid. It never spoke to me. The brush are blurry, the interface, like to me it doesn't feel like a drawing software. I really despise Photoshop. So when I was young, I tried, like I vibed way much more with fireworks. Wait. No, Flash. Well, it was firework at first, then I moved to Flash. And I love drawing in Flash. That's what spoke to me. Because I've always had more of a line style drawing. Like I never needed to paint anything. But I guess if you're painting, like I wouldn't use Photoshop to paint a background. But the thing is, I always hated Photoshop. I tried to use it, I never was feeling creative with it. But then a friend of mine, back then when I was like 12, she was like, I heard of I got this tool called, how was it called? Paint Tool Sai. And she gave it to me and I was like, dude, that changed everything. Now I started to actually learn to draw on the computer because I was drawing on Paint Tool Sai. But then I outgrew Paint Tool Sai because it's quite a too simple program and not very sturdy. And then I moved to Paint Tool Sai for Grown Up, which is Clip Studio Paint, which is what I prefer to draw when I need to paint or something. But then, why Turbo Pro and not Clip Studio Paint? Because I could draw into Clip Studio. So if I do Clip Studio, usually it's more for organization work like this, like putting things together, or drawing paintings, like painting backgrounds or something. I usually prefer to draw in Turbo Pro, and the reason why is because I love the drawing feel in it. I prefer it. It's what I'm used to. It's just so responsive. I really, really like it. And like I said before, I like how I can use the colors, and it's got all the tools that I love. Like if I were to color this, the way I usually color is I just pick the colors and then I kind of go with invert depth. So like if I'm gonna draw the armor first, I just draw the shape of the armor and I fill it. I know you can do that in Clip and Photoshop, but in Storyboard Pro I prefer it because then I don't need to create like any new layers. I'm all doing this on the same layer, and then I can still have access to like my colors because Storyboard Pro uses indexed colors. So if I want to change the color of the armor, I just click on it. I don't have to do like hue and filters and stuff, and it gets annoying. It's just a software that I prefer to use because it fits my pipeline better than Photoshop. But my coworker much prefers Photoshop over anything else, and that's okay. So every tool is different. It's about finding the one you love. So I hope that helps. And also, yeah, I just don't like Photoshop. Oh, what's the software that allows others to draw digital art with me? It's called Magma Studio, and they're amazing. I love that team, and they do a collaborative thing. It's called Magma Studio. It's online and it's free for the most part. And also, Clever World asked, meant to ask Z, what was your favorite song that NSP played at the concert? Oh, that's such a hard one. Okay, I will say, well, they played 6969, and it was the 5th time they played it in their life. So that's a new one they're playing at concert. It was amazing, but also that song is about like 12 minutes long. So that's a whole other category. It's just great. It's just amazing. But aside from this, it's not my favorite. Oh, I mean, they played Starlight Brigade, but that's not an NSP song. It's a twerp song, but they did play it at the end because we asked them to come back on stage, and they did it, so that was cool. But my favorite NSP song that they played, it's not even my favorite, like outside of concerts, but I Got a Car was so funny because of when, Dan is like, I got a car, and then all the crowd is like, car! It was so nice. I got a car!
That sounds awesome.
It was insane. And when he's like, is that a bird? No, is that a car? He didn't even sing it. We just did, and he knew you were gonna do it. So we were like, is that a bird? He's like, no. And we're like, is that a car? He's like, no. I mean, yes. So that was very cool. So I think I Got a Car was one of my favorite at the concert. Oh, for Tommaso, because yesterday I went to see Ninja Sex Party and Twerp. No, 2 days ago I went to see Ninja Sex Party and Twerp at a concert, and it was phenomenal. I really, really enjoyed it. So Cleverwall was asking which was my favorite song that they played, and that was it. But I have NSP and Twerp are one of the few. Well, more NSP. Like NSP is one of the few bands that I don't really hate much of their songs, so I groove to most of them. Twerp, I'd say it's a bit different because their style evolves a lot from album to album, and I love that about them. Like with bands, generally I love when I can dislike an album that they did, because I'm like, that means that you guys tried something else. I did not vibe with it, but I completely respect you guys tried it. Like, I hate when fans are like, oh, the band now does a new style, therefore I hate them. And I'm like people are gonna change, and that's cool. Like Linkin Park had so many different albums. There's an album that I really don't like, but I'm glad that it exists because they did it because they wanted to try something else. It's like one of their albums, they did more like a dubstep pop-ish music on it. Didn't vibe much with me, but what do I think about the Nintendo Switch 2? Why do people keep asking me that?
It's recent.
Oh yeah, it came
It's
out
what a
this
lot of
week,
people
right?
are talking about.
I think it came out the news came out like
3 days
Thursday,
ago.
Wednesday or something.
Yeah.
I don't think much of it. Like, I don't hate it. I don't love it. I'm really indifferent to it, but I don't know. I think it's because I don't. Okay, I thought I was a big gamer until I figured that it's not the case. Like, I've been talking to a bunch of new people lately, like friends and stuff, which I thought we were gonna bond over, like, love for video games. But then I noticed that a lot of people play way more games than I do. So
Well, see, don't let people gatekeep you.
no, that's not what I
Big
mean.
gamer.
That's not what I mean. What I mean is that like, I don't know, like, I don't get excited for a lot of new games lately, and I don't know, maybe it would have been different when I was younger, but it seems that these days games for me have been less and less interesting. Like, I keep replaying my old titles because I enjoy it, but each time I try newer games, I think they don't speak to me that much. So like, I thought that I saw that they made Mario Kart open world now, and I'm like, why? Like, personally, I never really enjoyed much open world games, so it's usually not I wouldn't say it's a deal breaker, but it's certainly not a wow factor for me that something is open world. But from what I understood, it's a big wow factor for a lot of people these days, which I respect, because more power to you guys if you enjoy this, but I really don't vibe with it. And I saw that they did this to like Mario Kart, like, oh, it's open world. They did this to Zelda. They did that to Kirby. Most of the games that I loved growing up, I liked them for a reason, and the reason was not that they were open world. So now that they taking every titles and making them open world doesn't excite me. And if that's the trend that they're going for, then I'm not interested by it. So I'd say for the Switch 2, for me it's pretty meh or miss. Like, I don't think I'm gonna get it. unless they do a Pikmin game that's not open world. I'm getting a Switch 2 just for Pikmin 5. Kirby Air Ride looks nice. Like, Kirby Air Ride and Pikmin are good contender to make me get a Switch 2. But the price, and I haven't seen what Kirby Air Ride is yet because it just showed a teaser. So, for now, I don't think I'm going to get it. But we'll see. How about you, Neil?
Yeah. Similarly to when the Switch originally came out, a lot of the titles were cross-platform. Like, they also came out on Wii U.
Yep.
So, like, as soon as the Switch came out, I was like, great, I'm going to go buy Breath of the Wild on the Wii U, and I won't worry about the Switch for a while. And it wasn't until Mario Odyssey came out that I was like, all right, now I got to buy a Switch. It is yet to be determined for me whether or not Mario Kart World will be interesting enough to make me want to get a Switch 2 soon. The like only things that I could think of is if a bunch of my friends that I play games with fairly regularly also get it and are like, "Oh my god, Neil, look at this! It's so much fun!" And I'll be like, fine."
Yeah, I can imagine
like,
if all of you guys on the server
it's Mario
get
Kart. They do get a little better sometimes.
Sometimes.
I
But,
love
like,
Double Dash. Mario Kart Double
He's
Dash?
like,
Are you kidding me?
Double Dash is
Bring it
incredible.
back! I want to
Yeah.
play Mario Kart with my dad again, so that I can just carry him and he can throw turtles at shit. That was fun. I used to play Double Dash with my like toddler cousins, and they were having a blast. It's way better than that fucking auto control they gave now in the newest game for kids.
Yeah, we need Double Dash with the Wiimote tilt controls, and then we're good. I probably will end up getting a Switch 2 eventually.
Yeah,
I don't know
me
how
too.
soon.
Like, I'm not against it. It's just that I'll probably... Okay, for sure, I'm not getting it new. I'm gonna get it secondhand, because that's... I only get my electronics secondhand nowadays, almost. I got my Switch secondhand. Well, my OG Switch was the launch title, because my uncle got it, he hated it, and then he gave it to me. But then... Onion Skin broke it! The other YouTuber.
Oh.
Yeah, I got beef. No, it's okay. He paid it. He paid me back. But it's just funny.
I would hope so.
I like to say that story because we're always kidding about like starting beef with one another just so that we get more views. We never actually done it, but we thought about it many times. But he was over at my place, and mind you, that guy's from Australia, so he came a long way just to hang out. It was so fun. But I had like a few rules in my house, which was do not put any liquids or my Switch on that specific table, because the table was like a little square table like this from IKEA, like little cube, with wheels. And I was like, do not put my Switch there. Like, my Switch has a dock where you can, or like put my Switch on the furniture where the TV is or something, but don't put it there, and don't put any liquids on that table, because I have a dog, and my dog was very lanky at that point. She was just like legs. That's my dog. And her butt and her tail were always smacking everything. Like, if there was a glass of water, the butt would collide with it, and she was always like crazy. She's a husky mix, so like that thing was insane as a baby. Now she's tame, but she was insane as a baby. So that lovely friend put my Switch and a glass of water nearby, right next to each other. So my dog butt kicked the glass of water on the Switch, and the Switch died.
Rip.
I blame you, Colin.
I'm looking at the list of Switch 2 exclusive games that we've got confirmed so far, and I'll be honest, Donkey Kong Bonanza does look fun to me.
Yeah, but who asked for a
And
Donkey Kong game? It's the game that no one asked for.
I really did like the last Hyrule Warriors game, the Age of Calamity. So Age of Imprisonment sounds good to me as well.
But like, it's just a
Air
button
right,
mashing game.
right. Well, like, yeah, but it's cathartic.
Yeah, I guess.
And I enjoyed the plot of Age of Calamity a lot. Kirby Air Riders, I was hyped for the trailer, but I do want to see more.
Yeah. Like, I bet they're not even gonna give us city trial, which is all we want.
Don't worry, Sakurai is in charge. He'll make sure we get City Trial. Because when Smash Bros. On the 3DS came out, they had like an equivalent of City Trial, but like in Smash Bros.
I
Style.
know, it was so fun. I broke my 3DS playing it.
I only had the Wii U version, so I never
I had
got to
both.
play it.
I had both. Back then, I was excited for games because they were great. They were not open world. Like, okay, next thing we know, they're gonna make like a new Super Smash Bros. Mega Ultimate the end of the wall open world. That
Sounds
one
to
is the
me
last
is-
for sure.
Sounds to me, Z, like you need to take a look at the indie game scene a little more.
I love indie games.
'Cause,
That's
yeah.
why I don't need a Switch.
yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I
So
like
like
indie
they don't
games.
they're not bloated with the open worlds, the first
Yeah,
person
but,
shooter.
but that's what I
blah
mean
blah.
by I don't get excited by Switch or like console titles anymore. As a kid, I was hyped for Spyro, for Zelda, for Pokemon titles, for Kirby, Yoshi. Like everything was so exciting because these games were so great. But I haven't. The last game I was excited for was Pikmin 4.
Yeah.
And
Pikmin 4 was great.
yeah, it was amazing. 10 years of wait. But like, for example, the last Zelda game I was excited about was, well, Skyward Sword, but then it came out and it sucked. So like the last one I was really excited for was like Twilight Princess. So the last Pokemon game I was excited for was X and Y. So I think I just fell off the train of big games in a way.
Mm-hmm.
Like even Splatoon, I got it because I thought it was my new favorite series. But then Splatoon 3 came out, and it's amazing, don't get me wrong. But like Splatoon 4 would not make me get a Switch. So, because with Splatoon, I really loved Splatoon 1. It was amazing. A breath of fresh air. It was cool. Made use of the Wii U gamepad so much. It was so great. But then Splatoon 2 came out, and I was like, I don't like to be like the next game in the series is bad. But I didn't love Splatoon 2, except Salmon Run. I live for Salmon Run. It was so great. So then Splatoon 3 came out, and the only thing that made me excited for Splatoon 3 was Salmon Run. That was now all the time, so that was cool. But that's it. Like I don't know. We'll see. Maybe there's gonna be something super exciting and I'll buy it, but it's unlikely. What games have you been excited lately?
I never really got too much into Splatoon myself. I did play it on the Wii U, and I got it as Splatoon 2 as a gift. And I was like, oh, okay. So I played a little bit of that, but bounced off of it pretty immediately. I was kind of confused when Splatoon 3 got announced because in my mind is like Splatoon 2 came out because they wanted to like update it and put it on the Switch. But like 3 is also on the Switch, so why is this here? Why didn't you just update Splatoon 2 again?
I was like, that's weird. So
anyway, what did you ask before I started talking about Splatoon?
well, what games did you get excited lately for when they came out?
Lately?
I mean lately, like recent, like I don't know. Like what was the last Zelda game that made you super hyped for?
I mean, I really liked Tears of the Kingdom. Not as much as I enjoyed Breath of the Wild, but I was pretty hyped for that. I also played Echoes of Wisdom,
Oh
and
yeah,
I really
yeah.
enjoyed that one. Link's Awakening, I was very on.
I bought it
I
when
think
it got
those are
on
the
sale.
I think those are the four most recent ones. Yeah. I was also super hyped about Pikmin 4, same as you.
So you
Uh,
have it? I think we can play online. We should play together.
oh, the Don Dory battle.
I love Dandori battles. It's my
I
favorite part of
don't
the game.
I don't think I ever actually played it with anyone else.
It's so funny. Okay, we should play it. Not
Eh,
now, but
I mean,
later.
yeah, sure,
When
I
I come
know,
back from
but like,
eating at my folks.
just let me know.
I think my favorite part of Smidge's design is the tear she has in her shirt. Just there.
I'm what some may call a patient gamer, where like most of the games I buy are old. I don't typically
Yeah.
buy them right as they come out.
I think the only one I
To give
bought
you
when it came out was Pikmin.
to give you a good example, like a month ago, I finally started Baldur's Gate 3.
How do
Oh,
you
that's
like
a fun
it?
one.
Yeah, so I'm a little behind on the times. But as everyone knows, Nintendo games never drop in price, so
They
I'll
do.
usually I'll usually get Nintendo games pretty early on.
They do drop in price
Not by much.
by 2 cents.
Not the way everything else does.
Oh my god, I can't believe I finally almost have Smidge figured out. Ah!
Open Steam right now. Boom. On my wish list. Another game I haven't played but want, Red Dead Redemption 2. It's 75% off. You'll
Get it?
never see that on Nintendo.
Yeah, okay, yeah, but Nintendo games are timeless. Or so they say. What should I
Or
do with
so
her
they say.
legs? What
Some
should I do
games
with
are
her
timeless.
legs? Should I do like high knee boots? That kind of looks cool. I think she should have tights. Okay, I'm gonna make her legs at least darker. Because what I don't like with Smidge when I draw it sometimes, it's the legs, they get too much attention with the feet and stuff. So I think I want to make it a bit more toned down. So I'm going to try that. Maybe by adding this in. But oh, I have to go soon. I have to go in like 5 minutes. My god. Detective Gamer Treg asks, "Hey Z, your fairy character, does she have any friends?" She does, eventually. She makes friends with Wu and Ellie from the same story as usual. You know, they break out from jail together, and I guess they become friends. I'm kind of vibing with the over the knee boots. Because then all this part is more muted together and it leads onto this part. So if this shirt is dark-ish, I think this part should also be a bit dark, but not too much. Like the shirt should be the darkest part, that's for sure. Again, thanks everyone for hanging around. I didn't think I would draw anything today, but yet here I am, and I did. And it's because of you guys. Because with streams, what I like is that I can turn my brain off and just draw and not worry about stuff.
Nice.
And
Well,
I
I'm happy to
appreciate
be
you
here.
guys. Yay!
People like you are the closest I have to coworkers.
I know, right? That's great.
And that's one of the biggest downsides of self-employment like this. I don't have any coworkers to talk to.
Well, that's why I made the server so that people can hang together. Yay!
Hell yeah. So it kind of has the opposite effect on my productivity.
Oh,
I'm
really?
working a lot slower because I'm engaged in the conversation.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Hey,
well,
fine.
thank you for being
I'm ahead
here.
of I'm ahead of schedule.
Nice.
Hell, I could probably take a week off and be fine.
I'm really tempted to give her very light hair. Just because she's such a dark character that people assume she's gonna have black hair. And I'm like, what if she's like a blonde goth person?
Seen them?
Huh?
I've seen those.
Right? So, I don't know. Designing character is so fun. It's fun. The more you draw a character, like the more it starts to come alive, and that's so fun. Because I've been
It's
drawing
such a
her,
good feeling.
right? Like I've been drawing her for so long now, like a lot for like the past weeks, and it was always so stressful at first. Not stressful, but like I didn't know what I was looking for, or whatever. Um, but it's like that's why I like to do these spreads where I have like lots of different tries. Like I had an idea, but not sure what exactly it was. So, yeah. Like these sketch were like the first one where I really went like this is what I want. Like I like the blocky shapes of the big loose shirt and the shorts. So that's what I want to keep. And then I just extrapolated and tried so many different things. Oh, another advice. When you're trying to draw and it's not working, or like if you're just trying to do something, try different mediums. Like don't always assume that you only have one style and that you have to use the same tools all the time. Either digitally or not, like on with your tools like in real life. Like look at this page. It's all different little styles. Also, Tree did that. I did not draw this one. But yeah, like different mediums, different styles, like experiments. Like I didn't know what I wanted for color, so I used this like watercolor thing just because it's so imprecise in the way that I used it that I could just be like getting a feel for it. That's where I was like, oh, getting like lighter hair could be nice. And you know, so what about colored shirts? I ended up not liking the colored shirts because they distract too much. But you know, it's I really like this one. So yeah, try different styles. It's fun. I can't believe I did something today. Oh my god.
We're very proud of you.
I'm proud of you too. And thank you for being proud of me. Yo, Neil, I cannot wait to see the
Finished
video.
product.
Yeah, I can't say what it is, but I know what it is, and I can't wait to see it because it's gonna be great.
It's over halfway done.
Yeah, yeah.
Probably show you guys when it's done.
I hope you do.
I give you another preview now, but what if one of my subscribers snuck into the chat?
What if?
I told them about the April Fools. I know at least one of them subbed.
Oh, that's nice. I'm glad they liked it.
They could be here among us.
Nah. Yo, I want to play Among Us so bad. Like, I don't care if it's out of popularity. I just like this game because I like it, not because it's popular.
Sure.
So if you guys ever want to play, let me know. I'll try to find a little group because that game cracks me up so much.
Yeah.
I'll join.
Yeah, we'll do Among Us. Yeah. Among Us and Don Dory battles in the future.
Let's go.
To load up Pikmin 4 sometime and remember how the hell I play that game. Since I have not touched it since I finished it.
Oh, I love that hair color. It's so nice. It's like not yellow, not green. I really like it. It's kind of grayish. See, sometimes you have to experiment and just play with the color wheel. And sometimes you find great surprises.
And it still works because the green complements the pink.
Yeah, yeah. All right, I gotta go, but thank you guys for coming over, and I'll see you later, Ronies.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Join the Discord. It is.